Hello everybody, this is Ashwit from Project IT and today is day 21, 22, I don't know. Yesterday it doesn't really count because I was hella tired yesterday, I was a bit unwell, so I slept the whole day. And I mean after coming to school, so today I took a day off. I woke up at 4 to 5 I was trying to study. I couldn't study much. 5 to 6, 5 to 5:30 I got ready, I bathed and I started at 5:30. 5:30 to 6 5:30 to 7 I studied. 7 to 7:30 took a small break, and 7:30 to around 11:15 I studied. No, 7:30 to around 10:30 I studied. 10:30 to 12 o'clock I took a break. That is, I had to eat lunch. I had to have a call with one of my seniors who's in IIT right now, IIT Madras. He's my, in South India we have this term called Anna. So I called him Anna. I called Anna, and not my brother, but he's somewhat like a brother to me. And he's been helping a lot with my preparation. And I was doing JDB. I was doing group 14 in the morning. I finished group 14. I did not exactly finish group 14. I have some more left. I will show you. These are basically for inorganic. In my coaching, my faculty provided me with notes. So he was like, okay, do these notes, you'll be fine, you'll be good. I was like, okay, fine. So I have this is for group 13 and 14 P block, right? So group 13 and 14, I'm almost through with these. I mean, I've done these notes, but I have a few parts left, which is I have 3-dimensional sheet silicates in group 14 and zeolites, glass, alum, cement left. And then I know cement is in group 1 in NCRT, but fine, I'll take it as group 13, group 14. And then I have to do diboranes, diboration preparations, the banana bond, etc. I need to do that. And I have group 1 and 2 as block. Although I have done group 1 previously, I've completely forgot. So although there's somewhat of an understanding going on, I won't be facing any kind of conceptual kind of problems. But I'm kind of pretty confident, not confident yet. I'm kind of pretty excited about tomorrow's chapters. That's why I'm studying right now. And I will show you my notes. This is one trick in which you can help inorganic. Trust me, I've suffered through inorganic a lot, but inorganic has to be one of my strong points. And I will show you my personalized notes which I make for inorganic. That has helped me to do well in periodic properties, chemical bonding. And hopefully tomorrow, which is S block and P block, I'll be showing you. That is, yes. So take a new book, take a fresh book, and trust me, take a fresh book, because I used one of my school notebooks for writing notes and I lost it, and it's kind of bullshit. So what I do is I write down a lot. So basically I'm done with group P block, like 90% of P block, because I have diboranes, I have sheet silicates, I have to revise P block, and I have some peroxyborates to do and some reactions which I have to do. So if you can see the thickness, these much amounts of notes of P block that I have done past 3-4 days. So if you can see, one tip towards doing well in inorganic has to be understanding the logic and just not exactly mugging up, but rather trying to memorize it. So for example, these are my notes. I try to make them as colorful as possible, and I am using GDB. Yes, I am not just whatever the notes my coaching has given, right? That is for memorizing. That is for getting a good outlook. With this, I can get a good mark, but I want because chemistry is my only strong point, I need to try to maximize that. So what I'm gonna do is, right now I'm just going to go through the S block parts 1. It's not much. There are 14 pages. It's only one side, so there's that, and then I will have to make notes of my own from JDB. JDB S block is pretty much a bit small, although you have more volume of reactions, but that's fine because you can use somewhat of a logic there, right? So it's mostly what you expect. And yes, another important thing is doing archive of previous year, because that will really help you to realize how they're gonna ask the question, because in organic there's just facts completely, and you can't just twist out facts. No, you can just ask them directly, right? So inorganic has always asked facts like that, and I'm using this for reference, not for reference, for solving. This is called as VK Jaiswal. This is by Balaji, and this is a really good book for solving, because this is number one plus point is if you're following JDL, this follows the pattern of JDL. That's really good. And if you see the questions they ask from every topic, and what I do is if I don't get the answer to a question, I look out for the answer and I note down the logic of the answer into my notes. So into my notes I've updated them, right? So with that I'm able to ace Inorganic. And of course you need to do archives. If you buy the VK Jaiswal, you get PY. I hope this version is still out. You get PYQs. There's a small booklet of that gives you all the PYQs which you need, which is really important. And another important thing is NCRT. I know people emphasize on NCRT. It is really important. It is very important. Although I would say that don't entirely depend on NCRT. That will help you through mains, yes. But if you want to, ace your tests, coaching tests, because they are a bit harder, I would suggest doing all of this, and don't stack it up one night just like I'm doing, because I have group 2 left, group 1 left to revise, group 13 left to revise, because I've done group 13, 14. Make notes and revise those notes periodically. What I did the whole week was I was periodically revising notes and do questions. Obviously your coaching will provide some modules, so do questions from that. Although don't depend on coaching modules for Inorganic, because the maximum benefit you can get out of them is just solving questions. Rather I would say do JDL, not the original version, because the original version I loved reading it. I like chemistry a lot. I loved reading the original version of JDL, but it is time consuming. The Sudarshan Guha version is equally good for JEE, although it has a lot of concise questions that you really need. That is why it's called as concise version of JDE for JEE, and it is a really good book. And I would suggest for you to do that. And the next important thing is, if you're looking for help in organic, one way is to revise the notes of your faculty. If you feel like okay, I'm doing self-study, you can definitely watch lectures on YouTube. And I would suggest doing Claydon and Peter Science. They are both equally good and they are really helping me. And another important tip that I've received was to do permutation and combination, binomial theorem, basically all the algebra chapters from Arihant. Arihant is really good. Questions are really good. And although I'm not able to solve the book entirely, they are really good. So I just wanted to give a little update, and I hope so I've done it. The video is a bit long, but yeah, I hope so it helps. And I will update you my marks, my performance in tomorrow's test by tomorrow hopefully, because I have a day off on Monday because of Pongal. So I'm not that much excited because I haven't celebrated Pongal in 2 years. 9th I was busy studying, 10th there was boards, 11th there's against JE, so I haven't really celebrated a festival in like 3 to 4 years, but that's fine. So yeah, I'll be able to do SHM. I have to do SHM because I have a test next week. So, and I also need to complete waves. I have shit ton of backlogs. I am this close towards blowing my head off, but JEE, it's worth it. I have a shit ton of backlogs in coordinate geometry, but let's hope I can pull through. I can do well in this phase so that I cover the previous chapters up, and I do well at the end of 11th, when there's a cumulative test of all 11th portions. Let's go. That's Project IIT, and that's me going through the hustle right now. And don't watch YouTube shorts, it's annoying. Alright, bye.